Hello, are you there? I can't see them. Is that my hair? Oh my. Hello? Oh, there you are. Hey guys. Woo, thanks for tuning in. Hey, that's a little bit like how we feel sometimes when we're trying to hear from God, isn't it? We need to learn to tune in to His right channel. One of the things that I get asked the most often when I go out and do events and conferences and different things of that nature is, Mignon, how do I know that I'm really hearing the voice of God? I think that's an excellent question. So I wanted to share a quick key that's helped me in my walk and learning how to discern what is God's voice in my life. One of the things that's important to note is that you can hear other voices besides God's. Really, there are about 3 to 4 sources of voices we could hear. We could hear our soul. That's the area of our mind, will, and emotions. And we can hear those. That's usually words of worry, words of stress, things of that nature. We can hear the enemy, which is typically accusatory. It's harsh and driving. Or we can hear the voice of God. Learning how to discern the voice of God for our life is what makes the difference in how easily we move and flow here in our walk with Christ. Now, what's important here to know is that every believer can hear the voice of God. Jesus said in John 10:27, "The sheep that are my own hear and are listening to my voice. I know them and they follow me." So he says right there that when we come to him, we have the ability to hear. But a lot of times we have to turn down the volume of the other voices so that we can hear. Now, I want to share a quick key with you in scripture that I found that's really helped me. One of the most important things as believers is learning as we walk through our walk with God about the nature of God. Once we know the nature of God, then it's easier for us to discern what is His voice, what is our voice, and what is the enemy. And we can find a key to this in Matthew 11:27 through 30. And I'm going to read this briefly to you. "Come to me, all you who are laboring and are heavy and overburdened, and I will cause you to rest. Take upon my yoke of me and learn of me, for I am gentle, meek, humble, and lowly in heart. And you will find rest, relief, ease, and refreshment for your souls." Now here's the key. "For my yoke is wholesome, useful, good, not harsh, hard, sharp, pressing, but comfortable, gracious, and pleasant. And my burden is easy to be borne." So we have right there in Scripture the key of what God's voice is supposed to sound like. The nature of God will help us discern if we're hearing God's voice. So we have the scripture where Jesus tells us, "This is what I am like. My yoke upon you." As we move together, this is what it's supposed to be like. We also see the nature of God in the fruit of the Spirit. For the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against these things there is no law. There is no law. So we see also here the fruit of the Spirit, which is also the nature of God. So I think this will help us, and hopefully it will help you when you're going through your day discerning, am I hearing from God? Am I hearing from myself? Am I hearing from the enemy? God is always speaking to us. We just have to learn how to tune in to the right nature and the right sound so we can discern what He's trying to say for our lives. He wants to have communion with us. He wants to communicate with us. He's here to do life with us. He's always speaking. He's not religious. He's love, and He's joy, and He's peace, and He has all of that for you. I speak a lot more about learning to discern God's voice, what the blocks are against voice, and what's going on if you're not hearing God speaking on my podcast called Is God Speaking to Me? You can find that on many streaming stations, From Water into Wine, or at my website, fromwaterintowine.org. I hope this has helped you, and tune in soon because I'm going to be doing a new video shortly here on dreams and the prophetic. Thanks, and have a great day.